Golden State Warriors, folks, are a fantastic, fun basketball team to watch. And they went into Brooklyn last night and put, as Michael Irvin would say, the spankalanka right on these guys. And, Harden and Durant combining for 43 points last night. That's what they got. They combined for the old 43 points last night.
Not enough.
And that's certainly not enough when Curry's doing 37 on his own. And Wiggins had 19 in support. And you add those up, and they're more than what Harden and Durant did. And if you saw this game last night, Curry and Wiggins had foul trouble last night. Curry and Wiggins hardly played the third quarter, and the Warriors expanded their lead on the Nets. And Curry is playing MVP basketball. And we mentioned this the other day. What he's doing at the age of 33 or greater, and the reason why I say this is because what Jordan did after the age of 33 or greater is the standard by which, and Kobe obviously as well, right? But we're now have to put Curry in that conversation of one of the greatest players in the history of the NBA to keep performing as well as he is at the age that he is. And the remarkable aspect about this Warriors team is they're not at full strength. Now, you could say the same thing about the Nets and Kyrie Irving sitting at home still, not taking the shot that's required of him to play home games. And the Nets rightfully in saying that we're not having you play only half the games on the road here. And him still not saying, he's the one that's voiceless right now, right? Because he's not saying anything. That's the line that was given anonymously to Shams Charania of The Athletic before the season, that he wants to give voice to the voiceless. And as you know, we haven't really heard from him. So the Nets are not fully constituted unless this is the way they're constituting this year. And the Warriors come in their one trip to Brooklyn, New York. And they're chanting MVP in that building for Steph Curry. There's a lot of Warriors fans on the roads, folks. Yeah. But that was no contest last night. My Michigan guy, Jordan Poole, is becoming a nifty player. There isn't a single soul, it appears, that Gary Payton II will not attempt to dunk on.
I saw
he tried it on Durant last night.
He was going for it.
He tried it on Durant last night, and Durant was called for a foul, which they challenged. And by the way, that will go a long way, in my estimation, from Steve Nash to challenge that on behalf of Durant. Like, hey, he's not fouling Gary Payton II here. He actually blocked him.
Yeah.
If he's going to come at KD, we're gonna challenge that foul call, even if it was totally insignificant.
Right.
I kind of thought, okay, you've got your players back. Yeah. We're not going to allow the guy who I had not heard this before until Ernie Johnson had said it during halftime of the game last night. His nickname is the Mitten because he's the son of the glove. So I'd not heard that before.
That's his real
I don't know.
I think Ernie and Chuck were trying to push it. I don't think it's official, but I think that's...
As you know,
by the way, we're
hosts
down.
who want to dub players a nickname.
You're all in.
I'm all in. I'm there.
I'm so down with the Mitten.
I'm there with Ernie. I'm in the Ball Brotherhood with him. I'm in the nickname thing with him. I'm in.
So it's official. He's the Mitten.
Well, that's what he said.
I'd
not heard that before.
No, that's so funny.
So, and they're not, the Warriors are not, they don't have Wiseman yet. And they're getting Klay Thompson back. Jordan Poole is going to probably wind up coming off the bench.
Yeah.
They're going to get better.
Unfortunately.
They're going to get better and better and better. And they're playing terrific defense. Like Kerr has got them playing at a frenzied pace right now. What a story. For the 21-22 NBA season that the Warriors are back. We talked about who's back in Week 10 of the NFL season, but the Warriors over the first month of the season have proven they are back. Iguodala jarring threes to cap off a 30-point third quarter last night that they had without Curry and Wiggins. Look out, man. And you can say, who else in the Western Conference? Who else in the Western Conference is playing like this team?
The Suns are playing pretty well.
Okay. Anybody else?
Clips?
Okay.
The Mavs.
All right.
But by far, but the Warriors are cream of the crop.
There you go.
Now.
Oh,
for sure.
Best team in the
So
NBA.
I just wanted to just throw that one out there. I know we start with a lot of football these days.
That was a fun watch, Rich. Also has me sitting a little higher on my chair over here.
Oh, is that right? You liked the Warriors last night going in?
Last night,
He could have been sitting even higher if he would have just asked me a question. I could have won him a couple extra.
And
during
I'll
that
just
Sixers
say,
game.
And we'll close this conversation with the two people that could be even happier than anybody involved with the Warriors organization, or you, who's sitting a little higher in your chair because the Warriors won last night. And those two people are named Peyton and Eli Manning because Draymond was on their Manning cast.
Omaha tweeted out what curse.
Is that what they did? Okay, I did not see that. I did not see that. Draymond on in the third quarter of the Monday Nighter on the Manning cast. Boom. Next night, he played terrific, too. He's at the top of his Hall of Fame game right now. Doing everything. It's all working, and it's a fun watch. They play a fun brand of basketball, and who's more fun to watch than Steph Curry?
Right now, no.
There's not a logo on the floor he won't shoot from.
Right? At this point,
Honestly,
I'm more
like,
surprised
pick
when
one.
he missed. When he misses, I go, wow, really? You missed that?
You know those circles that they put on the floor for the fans to shoot from, and
To win, like, 10
prizes
grand,
and
yeah.
whatever. It's like those. The logos are that for him.
It's ridiculous.
And the net doesn't move when the ball passes through it. It really is fun to watch, unless you're trying to beat the Warriors these days. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.